3, 2, 1. Welcome to the new Fringe podcast. And this is going to be our last episode of the starter, if you like, of the platform. We have many different ideas. We don't just want to keep this artist-centric. We want to keep this as a platform where anybody with any background, any sort of work experience can come on and just really open up and make this area into an area where we can actually start talking, having discussion, and not just listening to one narrative. I mean, there's emphasis on a lot of political things at play, what people don't necessarily agree with. So that let's come on and talk about this. Let's hear different views and different backgrounds. So in this episode, it's sort of like a wrap-up episode. John Gray sort of takes over the reins as being the host, which I'm very comfortable with. I'm absolutely knacked at this moment, and I sort of become the guest. And I should have known better to talk close to the microphone, being the guest, as Pete always tells me to tell the guest to talk close to the microphone. But I think I actually get talking to the microphone worse. But I think it's I'm used to this host microphone where you can hear me at any angle. But this is a fun one, and this is, like I said, we're pushing the platform into a different direction, which is exciting. We think, when you start a new platform, you sort of have to spend a bit of time to mold it. So we have a really interesting conversation about fast food. This is a really funny one as well. I was listening to this back the other night, and I was just chuckling to myself at like 2 a.m. But yeah, this is a really honest one as well, and this is what we're trying to do with this platform. We like honesty. I know it's one of those weird things where when like somebody or a company says they're completely honest, it's like, well, maybe you're just rallying for points, but we generally not. We're generally trying to, I hope you guys can feel this. We're trying to create something where, like not the last bastion of free speech, that might sound a bit dramatic and a bit depressing, but we want this to be an area where you can feel comfortable to listen to ideas. And a lot of ideas I'm guessing will conflict your own, but that's the whole point of healthy discussion, isn't it? It's not to argue or to, because when we talk about things with a certain person or certain ideology in mind, and that might not necessarily reflect the whole thing. But I think everybody knows that when they talk, when a guest is on, sometimes I do. Obviously, I have to bend my own ideologies to fit that guest to carry on the conversation. I don't always agree with what the guest is saying, but we all have different perceptions in life, and we all come from different areas. So I think it's very important to just listen and just understand. Anyway, I'm talking very deep when this is actually a very relaxed and chilled one, and you'll get to see me not being so serious. You'll see a bit of the shift, the Gemini switch. All right. Enjoy this. This one's funny.
Doing like 10 minutes of like little, like the Joe Rogan podcast starts with like, what is it? It's like a chimp, isn't it?
Oh God!
I was just doing silly voices.
Start filming. That's fair. What? So do you know when you're doing you just restart recording?
Yeah.
And then how are you starting the podcast? You got any is it just gonna go straight into it?
Like this one now, or in general?
Yeah, save this one. Are you going to put anything in front of it?
Aron's going to be dancing in front of it.
Yeah, we've got a guy. I can play this because it's going to be on the show, isn't it? So it's our music. Peter's checking to see how this is going to sound. So we've got like an intro song.
Yeah.
By Davis. Big shout out.
Total vibe.
Forgot his second name, so sorry.
It's David number 1. There's like 5 different Davids now.
Yeah, it's too many. It's 4 now. I think 4 Davids in our life. It's going to be really loud. So it's going to be about the intro.
Yeah, sound.
And then we're going to shoot like bits of Doncaster.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's cool. That sound.
We could
do it from the window as well, to be fair.
We've got like some shots of like the mics. I'm the guest now, so I have to lean in. We've got some like shots of the mics. We want maybe that like multi-story car park's quite cool.
Yeah.
Like if we get the rain maybe some cabs pulling up or something like that.
I used to live in that building there with all that fucking lighting on.
Really?
Yeah, I was the top right. That was my bedroom. Well, it was a studio. There's nothing there to see.
Oh, so
I just mean top
I'm
right.
moving for no reason.
Yeah, we had a studio flat. Me and my girlfriend when we first moved out. It's fucking horrible. Romania, like nothing wrong with Romania. I've got no problem with, but they were just Romanians playing music till like 4 a.m. every day.
Is that part I called you?
Must be.
Aron would love that one.
Yeah, I kind of would, to be honest. I'm a bit of an
And like people would like go up to the doors and like just kick it to like get them to shut up, and they never shut up. They just turned it louder. It's fucking rank, and it was like 600 quid a month.
Yeah.
It's fucking horrible.
Aaron wants to sell a boat and go there.
That's why I don't miss my old next door neighbours, because you could just hear them having really weird sex
Yeah.
at night, and it just put me off the rest of my day. To be
Yeah.
honest.
Can imagine.
Come back down like a ghost and you go, so it feels like, what's going on?
Their sex was like an argument.
Yeah.
There was like shouting, then you hear like a grunt. I go, alright, what is this?
And it's over.
And it's
Yeah.
over, it's done.
That was the whole thing.
The deed is done.
They only started shouting like at the end.
Yeah. Fuck me.
Aaron's holding the hand sanitizer
Like a drink, yeah. Just getting battered.
Aaron's standards are rapidly declining.
Yeah.
I mean, this is
I'll drink out.
This is like the rap party, isn't it? Like we finished.
Yeah.
But
I bet. Are you happy?
yeah, I'm really. This is the thing. If I could actually do this as a life.
Oh yeah, of course.
This would be.
Yeah.
This would be fucking it. It's a privilege, but at the same time, it just become work, doesn't it? Like I'm not gonna lie. Like so, I got back last night. This has been my schedule for 3 days now.
Yeah.
Ate some pasta. But all my family were talking to me,
Mm-hmm.
and it was I couldn't take it. So
I've talked many. We basically spoke more
40
out loud.
hours, 50 hours.
Yeah, that's like more than a month. Really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
That much like vocalizing.
Yeah, we all text each other now, don't we?
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
Like a voice note.
Yeah, well, that's like a minute tops, isn't it? So it's,
Well, my voice note's a bit longer. I'm trying. Cause
I don't think I've ever sent a voice note. I see all these fucking tweets and memes about it, man. But I'm like, haha, funny, relatable. But I'm like, I've never. Like, I'll send a. Have I got something?
Spider.
Someone's making weird noise.
Spider-Man.
Oh fucking! I live with someone from Birmingham, man. I don't like it. Just wanted to throw that out there.
That came out of nowhere.
Well, because he's from Birmingham.
Yeah, his voice just pisses me off. And he's got a really bad sense of hearing. So like I'm above his room. He's got the downstairs room, and he don't wake up till about 2 a.m. And then I just hear COD come on, and I like it's full volume, and he's just going, "Fuck off, man!" like all the time. And I texted him the other day. I'll see what I put actually. I put it because I live with 2 other people. One.
Keep it down, please.
No, it was a bit more. It was in the most non-passive aggressive way. Shut the fuck up, Jacob. That was at 2 a.m. He didn't even reply, but I heard him like turn it down a little bit, and I still heard him every now and then go, "For fuck's sake, man!" And like that was it. Like it pisses me off. And then he ate my free cheese pasta out of the fridge, but it's fine.
I miss those days. Playing Modern Warfare.
Modern Warfare 1, COD 4.
Yeah, with the sniper bit.
It was the Blue Tiger MP5 for me. Silencer on it.
I don't remember the guns.
Neither do I. That's the only one I remember. Whenever people talk about COD, I'm like, yeah, COD 4, MP5, Blue Tiger.
It's too expensive now, isn't it? It's like 70 quid for the whole
Guns. Yeah, no, I'm not a big fan of that. I bought a game the other day on PlayStation called Ancestors or something.
Yeah.
Bug snacks.
You just be a monkey from like 10 million years ago.
I've seen this. I've seen
Yeah.
Call Me Kevin.
Yeah, I watched Call Me Kevin. Yeah. Oh, did he play it? I hadn't seen him play it.
Well, he does like a video a day, doesn't he?
Yeah, I know. I watched like I literally just. Oh, he's on.
Yeah, he'll be on.
Okay. I smoke a cigarette.
Tricked you again.
Yeah, no, I smoke a cigarette and then special cigarette, and then I just watch Call Me Kevin or Grace Still Plays or something stupid.
Well, no, I prefer like his old stuff. To be
Yeah,
honest.
the role play ones was
the
fucking
RP
sick.
one with the army one.
Yeah, that was
crashes the helicopter.
Yeah.
Like, go land, go land, go land.
Have you seen Star Wars ones?
Yeah.
When they're taking it proper seriously, and they're like, "Don't." It's a big room that's like, "Don't press this button," and he's kept going in, like walking out and walking back in, and the guys are just like, "Stop!"
They get so stressed, don't they?
Yeah, it's fucking funny.
Is
Oh,
that
cool.
the role play stuff?
Yeah.
They do on Gmod.
Gmod. Gary's
They
mod.
literally
Yeah.
think they're in the army. They take you that
It's
seriously.
unreal though. I'd love to be in one of those
Same.
servers.
When
It looks
Star Wars
fun.
stuff started, I was playing on Gmod. I was telling you about my old computer, that absolute shit. So it's not like I was able to get anything other than like 12 frames per second. But I remember joining those servers because I was into Star Wars stuff at the time because it was all like coming out. And I was like, shit, that seems like a bit of a laugh. You just play around and role play as like characters of this meet with people.
Yeah.
And people would like get angry.
Get fuming, yeah.
Like, what the fuck are we doing?
My favourite part. Sorry, I keep interrupting you, man.
It,
No, just to call me Kevin once when he's when you just find that other one person in the mod that's like, I'm not taking this seriously either, and like they've got them lined up against the wall like the generals, and they're like, don't move, and they're just like,
move up and down.
It's like a total power trip. It's like you're not even on a real Star Wars.
I kind of want to join it just so I can fuck them off.
Yeah. No, I want to I want it to be a long con.
I can hotspot right now and we'll go on it. Right?
Yeah. I want it to be like a long con.
Oh,
like,
so you think you're into it?
yeah,
And then
I'll rise up the ranks and I'll just cause absolute fucking mayhem.
RDM.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, that Ancestors game or whatever. Is it the same one we think where you're the monkey and you? Yeah. So I started playing it, but like it literally doesn't show you anything. So I started playing it and like my little monkey died like 5 times. I kept restarting it because I didn't want my monkey to die, but I think it's in the game that it's meant to die. And I just keep walking around sharpening sticks. That's all I do. I don't know what else to do on the game. Yeah, but what to do? I keep getting poisoned by these berries, and I can't stop eating them.
Does the game actually work now? Is it not
yeah, I've got it on console. I've got it on PS4.
I feel like that's just Aaron. He goes around sharpening sticks in the woods.
Yeah. No, but then sometimes I try and make it a little bit more sharper and
I'm getting into all these indie
stick
games.
breaks. Like what?
Is it called Survival? Is that what it's called?
I'm sure there's definitely an indie game called Survival.
I downloaded it the other day. It's like I've only played like an hour of it, but you got to try and survive on desert islands.
Oh, I've got a game called Stranded Deep.
There's like Subnautica as well, isn't there?
Yeah, stuff like that.
It's called. I don't know that looking. It was literally free.
I do like these games that like throw like the mostly indie games and stuff like that, but I just throw you in with like you gotta survive. Yeah. I like it, but I kind of also want to find cheats for it and be fucking mint.
Yeah, because you sometimes don't know what you're doing. So you
exactly. But yeah.
It's noisier here, isn't it? Yeah.
Is it noisier?
Yeah, that side's like really quiet when I sit there, and then this side's really noisy.
You sit next to and just have a conversation right there.
Peter's looking at what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
I've lost it on this side.
What time are we meant to be heading off? Or we're just vibing?
No, we're just vibing. This is just like
whenever.
We'll put it out. It's just like a after show, a bit of a mock one.
Yeah.
You can get a feel behind the different vibe.
Yes.
The power on that side.
Yeah, there's more power.
I do feel a little bit taller.
That's what I mean. There's more power. We need to make the chairs smaller on this side as well.
Yeah.
I was saying, bring
one of those really small chairs.
Bring one of those really comfy armchairs and give them like a wooden stool.
Yeah, get a crown as well for this side. If you have a crown, then you establish dominance immediately. Burger King crown.
I'm looking forward to getting a guest who's an absolute bastard.
Like a cunt, like yeah.
Just for the ratings.
We know a few.
I know plenty of fucking dickheads, to be fair.
Well, do you think they're better hard to handle? Like
nah, not
like a fun dickhead.
Well, the problem is like they're only
depends. Like, it's only fun if you make it fun.
Yeah.
Dickheads aren't fun. No. It's fun to take piss, but
you can expose it on this, can't you?
Yeah. Just literally edit all your dialogue out and just being a dickhead.
Like hitting cameras and mics and say, oh, we're just having a chat.
I've got a worry now about I was talking to I forget his names. Who was the last person who's been on?
I don't know her name. Mandy. Yeah. Edit that out. Yeah. She's mint.
All the names are just like jumbling in my head now. But I've got this worry that we're just like go into some like sensitive topics with people. I've got worry like we're exposing people.
No, but I think you got a limit. Well, the last one. That's from what I heard. I bet I'll listen to your other ones and just going like, so what do you think about Holocaust deniers?
No,
well, sort of, yeah.
Okay. That was literally the most absurd thing I could think of, and you're just like, yeah.
We went to
been there.
That's like first.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Jim.
a bit of child molestation came in, didn't it? We swerved off of it.
Who with?
Another David.
Oh, okay, fair.
Clive.
Yeah, on the schedule that was like last night. That was.
Was it?
Yeah, because when I messaged you about the call, because literally I was just gonna call you and say I'm gonna get there for this time, whatever. But then I saw on the schedule, on the Excel sheet or whatever it is, that you were in a podcast.
I edited that once, to be honest. I didn't edit it again.
Oh, okay, fair.
Yeah, because I didn't even check my emails and my texts.
You had time, man.
I know it's been here, and then downstairs.
Well, actually, if you make the guest just sit on that beanbag there, but also keep telling them to get closer to the mic. It's like
Edging closer. Yeah. That chair needs to be higher. It needs to be up here.
yeah, just have it dangling from the ceiling.
But yeah, we'll do like six each. So
Yeah, it'll be sound. I mean, I ain't got a problem with doing them. I mean, I spoke to that Raj, who my mum says I should do next, probably. So I'll do that. Well, I'll just tell him he's next.
Yeah.
Because he's not going to fucking know, is he?
By the way.
Legitimate.
You're next.
Yeah. He was alright, but there's a lot of people that kind of I spoke to, like the artist, that I feel like I'm not going to have fun with you.
You think it's too serious?
Yeah.
I had that problem with a few. I was like, cause I want to talk about like them and shit they get up to, but they want to keep it about the work.
Yeah, which is I don't understand. Like, there's got to be something in their head that has to think at some point like it's going to be beneficial for me to not just talk about work and to show my personality a bit. Because people can look at your work, and if you're just describing your work, then you might as well just look at it. Like,
well, that's the whole point of podcast. You want to get to know somebody, don't you?
Yeah, and just conversation, man. Just like personal stuff, like you said. You talk about fast food.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where did you used to work?
Subway.
Where?
Airport, like Doncaster Airport.
Oh, fair.
No.
McDonald's. And McDonald's, man. Fucking horrible. And Nando's last year.
Is there a part of it because I generally, I'm not saying this, that's generally my favourite job I've ever had.
Oh, I hated Mackey's, man. I mean, I ran the place. I thought I ran the place. So, because I was there for 4 years from when I was 16 in sixth form. I was just like quiet for like 6 months, and I realised like, I can say what I fucking want here. Like,
what happens to me? You get to like a certain stage where you keep showing up on time, and the boss is like, alright, this guy's alright.
Yeah.
He can do the job. He can be like assistant manager or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
You just need to be consistent.
Yeah.
You just need to not.
It generally is the best fucking job I've had now. I'm not lying. No, because I wake up
the
at...
airport must have been like totally different.
It's completely... You wake up at like 3 a.m,
yeah,
which is a bit rough, but you would like have the whole place to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So you could set... You won't get your first customer for 3 hours. So you would just set
That's
up
unreal,
for 3
to be
hours,
fair.
listen to music, cooking cookies, pissing around basically.
Yeah, my girlfriend used to work at Subway. So.
It's usually like 1 or 2 people that run it.
Yeah.
They never have like...
Yeah,
McDonald's big
literally.
staff, don't they?
Yeah, she was one of 3 staff, and the other one of them could only work like stupid shifts, like Monday 1 till 2.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm sure in like the airport you saw some some dodgy characters.
Well, I don't know if you had this, but like all the people like blur.
Yeah.
They all look the same.
They're not.
Like,
they stop being people. It's literally customers, which sounds horrible, but you just.
I can't remember one person. Like I can remember a few characters. There's one guy who like always came through with stacks of cash.
Yeah.
I'd always obviously recognise him, but apart from that,
Nah, I've got too many people. I remember a few people because like some would threaten to kill me. No, there was this one guy who just kept coming in. Like he'd drive to Mackey's pissed. Like
which Mackey's are we talking about? Are we talking
Red
about?
House.
All right.
Do you know the yeah? So
that's a good one.
It's fucking not.
Aaron's favourite one.
It's 24-hour, man. So like we used to do overnighters, which was 10 till 6, or 9 till 5:30. So whatever. And like the people that show up after 2 are definitely hammered. So we'd have this one guy who kept coming in.
Do you always play the opera music or whatever?
We put our own music on after like 11, but we have to turn it down if like Karen is coming in.
Okay, the manager.
Yeah, the one who, and everyone has a fucking manager at Mackey's. You want to speak to a manager? Why? What's a manager going to say to you? Oh, this burger is still a burger.
Well,
you know what I mean?
I used to say you're speaking to the person.
Yeah, exactly. I literally know more than all of these people. But Mackey's managers are weird, man. Because they usually get promoted. I wasn't a manager. I was a trainer, and then they just kept promising me.
What's the system like in McDonald's? Is it like a tier thing?
Yeah, so it's just normal staff. What were we called? I don't know. I just remember Nando's now. Yeah, freaks. Yeah.
You have your own stations, though, don't you? In like McDonald's, it's the way you just do everything. It's like
no, I mean, you start. You get your job is your job role. They say, oh, you're going to be I don't even know what I was called, man. I was literally a different person then. I worked at Mackey's. I just hated my life. I just like whatever. But like, so there's not just standard staff, and there's crew trainer, manager, and then the assistants and whatever. But everyone could just be a manager if you weren't a cunt, and I was a cunt, so I couldn't be a manager. But you get people promoted at like 17, and they're going this weird, like you can see it happening with them. Like oh, I'm not going to change, I'm still going to be your mate. And then the next day you come in and they're like, you're 30 seconds late, what the fuck?
That happened to me.
Yeah.
There's a guy, because I was like, I felt like I was top tier, like just underneath the boss.
Yeah.
And then my best mate who I always worked with there, and we got along, I was leaving and he was taking over.
Yeah.
And those last 2 weeks he made my life hell.
Yeah, people just turn, man.
He had my job, and he just like...
People just think like... I know a few people who still work there, and like they are still managers, and they might have progressed, but I don't look down on them, but I'm like, you can't be happy.
No.
Like, I mean, if you are good, like, well done, but I've seen you working.
I never real you.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it because it just fit what I was doing.
Well, Subway's different anyway.
It's like, it just fit the shifts in my life, it just flowed.
Yeah, of course.
It was just good fun.
Mackey's different because it's constant.
But, like you're saying, you still get screwed over.
Yeah, again, you're a number on a sheet. Like, even as a manager, as a whatever.
Sometimes I would like literally save the organisation.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like somebody would like quit on the spot.
Yeah.
And I would come down and fire the whole thing up and keep it going.
Yeah.
But you don't get looked at any different.
No,
it's just like
good.
next day it's like you.
It's a weird thing about like fast food jobs, like, and I'm sure people have good experiences with it or whatever. Like, I'd love to have had a good experience with it. There was a certain period of time where I thought I was basically untouchable. The business manager, he was called Beep. I don't know what's his name. He worked with my dad anyway. My dad trained him when my dad worked at Mackey's when he was 18. So he knew him. So he knew me, and I just got to a place with him where even though he could literally sack me on the spot, or he ran the whole store. It was like 6 o'clock in the morning one time. I'd been out until 5, somewhere down there, and I'd got in and I said, "Oh, it's Paul." His name was Paul. I said, "Paul," and he went, "What?" I went, "Sometimes I just wish you'd fuck off." And he looked at me and he went, "All right, John, go and get something out of the stock room." And I was just like, I got into stock room, I was sweating, like, oh come on, how have I still got a job? What the fuck? But that was like a peak time at my Mackey's. That was the only good memory I have, telling the business manager to fuck off and not getting done for it. He ended up developing a horrible gambling addiction and kept bringing stuff in.
Well, the other managers, they're all like on cocaine.
Yeah, they're all fucked, man.
That's my libelous.
Yeah, they're all fucked. But no, yeah, he started bringing stuff in from home and putting it, and then taking money out of the safe, saying, "I bought this for the store." But he'd bring in things like broken leaf blowers, like I was been B&Q. I'm like, that's clearly 30 years old, Paul. And he got done in the end because he called in sick. Even though, no, he didn't call in sick. He said he was sick, and then he did an interview on Channel 4 at the races. So yeah, he was absolutely battered. So they just got rid of him in the end.
Did you like safe checks at the end of the night and stuff like that? It's like last person out counts.
Yeah, well, the managers we had who did the night shifts were quite frequent, like common. So we had a guy called Jimmy who was sound. He's my mate. Well, kind of my mate. He's not really my mate. But he would do the night shifts, and he was, you could trust him. He was good. I can't slander people.
You can fake name, right?
Yeah. I've already said his name though, so
I didn't hear it.
it was a fake name.
Right.
No, it wasn't. But he was sound. But he was a bit of a cokehead. There was this.
A no-go cocaine.
Yeah, no. Like I said, every manager at fast food, it's a bit weird. But I think Subway's different to Mackey's. We've obviously had different experiences. Because
I don't know. I think Subway did fuck the staff.
You reckon?
Yeah. It's only because I was just in a good period to be.
Actually, yeah. When my girlfriend worked at Subway, they would like guilt trip her into doing these shifts that she clearly couldn't do, and they'd make her close the whole store, and they'd say you've got half an hour to do it.
I've literally been in the middle of a restaurant. I think it was actually with you, and they've gone, "You've got to come in. There's nobody else who can do this." And I'm like, "I can't. I'm in a restaurant."
Yeah.
And there's guilt trip. There's going, and then I end up.
That's the worst thing, man. I worked at Nando's for the last 2 years actually while I've been at uni, and that starts off good, like, oh, this is like a bit of an upscale Mackey's, but no, it's the exact same infrastructure as Mackey's. Like, every manager has their favourites, and there's certain managers that you don't know how they're there still. Do you ever, like,
just mean like in a bitchy way?
Yeah, like, no, just like they don't do anything, but they've been there for like
loads of those.
Yeah, like they've been there for 10 years. So they can't. They're too scared to sack him or something. But they do nothing. They go for 40 fags an hour.
Yeah.
And it's just like, how the fuck are you still there?
Yeah.
And like they'll tell you to do something like, you haven't done anything in 6 years.
Yeah.
Just do it.
They'll tell you to do something they haven't done. Oh, they just sat down.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
there's so many times it would be like
With a laptop or something.
no, because I was fucking fast at the job. Like, I got really good at it.
Yeah.
And they, to be fair, these people were also alright at it.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
Obviously, they've been there, so they got like a repetition going.
Yeah.
But in terms of like, so I could open a store in like, I could literally go to Subway now and open it in about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And I could serve somebody. They would take 2 hours.
Yeah, yeah.
And
They just knew how to take the piss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But nobody would say anything. Nobody would like check them or challenge them.
What if you took 2 hours?
If I took 2 hours, there'd be. I don't know if in the group chat.
Yeah, yeah.
It'd be straight in the group chat. Why isn't the store open yet? Because you can see it on cameras.
That's the worst thing, man.
Like, why isn't it open? Why are the cookies out?
Yeah, it's stupid.
Get those goddamn cookies.
Yeah, it's just cookies, man.
The
Fuck
cookies
it.
were pretty fucking good. So,
They are decent.
Yeah,
Nah, but
plug.
Yeah. There was, after the Paul guy at Mackey's, after he probably nicked about 10 grand and then went home, we had someone called Katie who, it's a fake name, wanted to get rid of everyone who had been there for too long, basically. She wanted to like push him out a little bit, because I think like
Is she the top?
the new business manager, like the new head of store apart from the franchise owner.
Yeah.
So she came in and she clearly had an issue with me. She clearly had an issue with a lot of people that had been there for like say over 2 years and were just doing what they wanted. Like I was good at the job. I could do everything, and if I was on like say the window where you take the orders,
Yeah.
I'd take their order, take their money, make their food, give it to them.
So you're rapid.
Yeah. So I was good at my job. I just took the piss a lot with like.
When you're good at it, you just sit back, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. But she had an agenda. Like I remember once I put a slice of cheese on my chicken legend, which is fine. I've done a lot worse. Sometimes at the end of shifts, I'd just get a 20 box of nuggets, like an empty box, and I'd just get as much as I can in it and just walk off,
Yeah.
and they'd be fine with it. But she was like, and I saw it happen. I saw her open the box and see the slice of cheese, and I saw her smile, and I was like, I'm fucked. I'm like, she's got me, and she did. She gave me my final written warning. She'd never given me a written warning before. Final written warning.
Is that discipline? Is that 3 strikes you're out? Sort of thing?
Yeah, but she knew she couldn't sack me over a slice of cheese, so she just gave me this final warning or whatever. And she just hated me. And she suspended me for like 2 weeks for a slice of cheese. And then I handed in my notice because me and my girlfriend she got left like 3 grand from a family member, yeah. And because she worked with me at the time, and we were like, let's just quit. We'll just live off 3 grand because I was 19, she was 18,
Yeah.
or I don't know the exact ages, 18, 17 maybe, and we said it was handing our notice. We went to Costa before our shift and we just writ our notice, and she came in and she was like, you sure you want to give 2 weeks notice? You can go now if you want. I'm like, fuck it, no, I'm just giving 2 weeks notice, man. And she's like, no, that's fine. And on my last day I came in, you know what it's like on your last day, like I don't know, obviously at Subway you didn't have that many people, but I had like
no, I should say Subway's at the airport's rammed.
oh okay,
Well, it's absolutely fucking rammed on the staff, but in like the morning shift.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
100 people.
Sometimes it's been me serving the queue. I'm not exaggerating, 100 people.
yeah, I mean like staff wise,
Yeah.
like on shift, so there'd be like 30 people on a Mackie shift on a busy day.
Yeah.
So like 20 of those would be like some of my closest mates because I only worked at Mackey's. And I'd walked in and it got to about 12 o'clock and I was just having, and then she called me into the office and she got this video on the camera of me going outside with something in my hand, and she was like, what's this? And I'm like, just putting something in the bin. And she's like, no, I know what you're doing, you're stealing tomatoes. And I was like, one, what tomatoes are purple? Like, 'cause it was purple. To be fair, I think I was genuinely nicking a fruit shoot. But I'm not gonna. And she was like, I think you're putting tomatoes in the shed and then taking them home after work. I'm like, I don't fucking like tomatoes. Look at my break history ever. I've never touched a tomato. And then she said, I'm gonna call the police. Like, we're gonna get an investigation. I said, fucking do it.
Please do.
Yeah, I said, this
Imagine
will be good.
Imagine the police turn up for that.
Yeah, like,
they would
it's
love
stupid
to go.
tomatoes.
But the thing is,
like, come on, guys.
Yeah,
there's fucking
like,
tomatoes.
this isn't wasting our time at all. But there's a camera outside. And I said, show me the camera outside then. Because I knew it wouldn't work. I knew it'd just be a fake camera. And they kept like stalling, like saying that. And I'm like, right, whatever, I'm off.
They don't know.
Yeah.
Like, the boss used to say to us that, oh, he's keeping an eye on the cameras. And he's like, you're not.
You're not fucking
who's got
keeping an eye.
time?
Yeah.
So he kept showing me off his phone, like, oh, look. And I'm like, yeah, I get you can do it.
Yeah,
But
but
you're not going to be doing it.
are you wasting your, the money, the time that you're getting paid for?
To be fair, I genuinely actually really like my bosses.
Yeah.
They were sort of like firm.
I liked a lot of managers.
They did abuse me in terms of like hours of work, but fair play.
Well, yeah, you kind of just accept it,
Yeah.
and you just think, you know what, it's a cushy job.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm just gonna keep doing it. But then my girlfriend got called into the office. I walked off shift. I said, right, fuck this. Called her a cunt and I left. But it was quite horrible actually, because I was genuinely upset that she'd ruined my last day at work when I wanted to see my mates and stuff or whatever. So I went to one of my managers who I thought was a good mate, and I was like, she just accused me of nicking fucking tomatoes, and he just put his head down and like didn't say a word. I'm just like, right, you're a cunt then. Like, I know you don't want to lose your job, but just say, oh, that's shit, it's in a bit or whatever. But then the next day my girlfriend was working, it was her last shift, pulled her into the office, and she got a video of her going into the staff room toilets crying, because she just found out basically she can't go to uni this year, she has to go next year.
So she just broke down.
Yeah, so she was just crying, and I said to my managers on front, I was like, I'm just gonna go see if she's all right. So I went into the toilets. We were in there for possibly 20 seconds. She accused her of having sex in the toilets with me. And then she said, you can either leave now, like leave right now. We'll still give you a holiday pay or anything, or we'll do an investigation. She's like, fucking leave then.
That's the thing, though, isn't it? My daughter's stuff having sex in the toilet.
Yeah, no, all the time, mate. Yeah, all the time. Just keep getting people pregnant, little Mackie's babies.
Ronald's.
Yeah.
Like a baby boom.
Yeah, it's a weird culture. I mean, a lot of people can get like not stuck in it, but become used to the fast food.
That's what happened to me.
Yeah.
Because like I hated it at first, and then I loved it, and then I loved it, and then I kept doing it, and I hated it, but I kept doing it.
Yeah,
and that's it. It's 2 years gone.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's good experience in terms of like.
It disciplined me. It got me like.
Exactly.
When I was at the office, I was just pissing around. To be honest, I was just.
Yeah, I work from home now, so I've just quit Nando's, because I got a work from home job. I work for Scottish Power basically. I don't know what I'm doing. I've had 2 weeks of training. I've just been playing Football Manager. Literally.
The tab comes over the Football Manager.
Yeah, no, I've
tab goes down.
got my separate laptop for it, so I've got the Teams open and everything, and they're just talking. I can hear him. I listen to him, but I'm not. It's like just clicking spacebar. That's all I do. But yeah, like I'll have like. I'll just smoke, just like at my desk while they're speaking.
Are you doing difficult Football Manager? Are you trying to do something? Ackerman's down into Premier League, that sort of thing.
No, you know what? I'm absolutely taking the piss. I've got the editor on for this one, and I just keep signing anyone with like a potential that's good. So, and I've done this. I manage Dortmund.
Also, if I end up with like Messi and Ronaldo on the same team.
Well, no, all the good under-19 players. So I'm just creating like a big business.
So it's gonna be shit at first, but it really overpowered in the end.
Yeah, well, no, because I've already got people like Haaland and stuff, so it's pretty easy. But I'm doing this thing where I just get Bayern relegated, so I keep going on to. So
you're playing.
Yeah.
You're playing to lose.
Well, no, I'm Dortmund, they're Bayern, right?
Oh,
so I'm transferring players from my team, the shittest players, and I'm transferring them to Bayern for like $1 billion each. And now they're just like in administration, bottom of the league. And every time they sign a player, I just terminate the contract. So we've got like.
Realistically in real life.
Yeah, no, I do like Football Manager, the hard ones. I've got this mod, not this mod, this I don't know what to call it, where you can be the 10th level down from League 2, so you can basically be a Sunday League team, and then work your way up from there. But that's quite hard. I mean, like
I'm actually shit at Football Manager.
I don't think you can be good at it. Like it's just a game to make you really angry.
Yeah, no,
there's nothing good about it.
I won once. I started the season back in Stanley. I thought I'll get into the Premier League. Lost like 17.
Yeah, it's fucking hard, man. They don't, and there's no difficulty settings. It's just like you'll lose, and that's the only option. Like sometimes you'll win, and you'll be like, yeah, that's sick. I'm gonna play this for another hour, and then it takes an hour for a week to go by anyway.
Well, that's why FIFA's so annoying because I get addicted to it, but it just gets scripted, and then you just
I've got a problem with it because I've had a student loan all year and I've had nothing to spend it on, so I have spent quite on Ultimate Team, man. I've just spent money on Ultimate Team, not like an absurd amount, just like.
Oh, I'm in that phase now. You're just done with FIFA.
Yeah, I'm completely done with it now.
Something's pissed you off.
Yeah.
I can't do it anymore because the through balls don't work anymore.
Through balls are just fucked.
So I just don't.
And I play co-op on Ultimate Team with my mate because I thought it'd be fun, but they've just fucked that up as well.
Yeah,
So
you pass it in front of somebody and just don't.
Well, then they drag you back in with a good player. So like I packed 95 Pele, and he's worth like 7 mil, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna play it now. And I still lose every game. I'm still shit. So there's no point playing.
Nah, I'm alright at the game, but I just.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I think some people they must have mods. I was playing something.
Yeah, they've got it.
It was insane.
Yeah, there's some people.
I couldn't get the ball off them. I was like, what's this?
But like, I don't know how they have fun, man. Because like, that's not fun.
No, like every time I got close to them, they was doing like a ridiculous rainbow flip over me, and I was like, right, this has got to be.
There's something wrong with the game.
This guy can't be that good.
Was me, Aaron.
I went on live chat to him after one game, and I was just like, I'm just really unhappy with your game. And they didn't say anything. They were just like, oh, I'm really sorry, I'll pass it on. I was like, can you do anything about it? And they were like, I can't really do anything about it. And I was just
It
like,
used to be so good now, didn't it? Like,
Yeah.
The old FIFAs.
yeah, they were unreal. Yeah, but when you were younger, it was more about like career mode. And
I
like,
still play career mode. It's really
I still play it, but when you're younger, it's only career mode.
Yeah.
Like,
You used to get like sponsorships, didn't you?
yeah, and stadiums and shit like that. But I like to play different. I mean, we talked about Vikings earlier. I've got Valhalla, Assassin's Creed. That's a good game.
I don't know how far. Is that the newest one?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
I
You can find Doncaster on it actually. It's called Doncastry or something.
Really?
Yeah, you can walk through
Is
from.
it just a shithole?
Yeah, it's a proper shithole. And you
Just
know
like-
the Donny Dancer guy.
Yeah.
There is a guy. There is a guy who's just like dancing around all the time.
I'm gonna get this.
Yeah, honestly, it's,
Kevin Cowell's on there.
there's also it's really good. There's just a random place in the map. I found these people singing, and there's this bishop getting smacked by someone, and they're just singing "Smack My Bishop" instead of "Smack My Bitch Up," and it's fucking class, man. Like I just walk around the map just finding weird things and kicking cats.
That's why I Red Dead Redemption 2, because you just came
Yeah.
across something random as shit.
Yeah, Red Dead 2 is good, to be fair. I played Red Dead.
I lost my
One
saves,
with the
I can't
mods on.
bother.
Yeah, it's a bit annoying. I just go on the mods, you know, like on Skyrim when you just add all the stupid.
Skyrim, every time I'm like, well, I'm not doing it in a while, but I used to like every couple of months I'd be like, let's actually get campaign, because I've never actually finished one of the Oblivion or Skyrim. Like I've never gone through the whole story kind of thing, because you always go for fucking what is it, the
Side quest.
Yep.
Yeah.
what's the Dark Brotherhood? You
Oh,
always
the
go for that,
Thieves Guild thing.
yeah, the Thieves Guild
Yeah.
and all that stuff, because that's the coolest bit. And then you're done. And it's like,
I can't wait for the next like proper open world. You know, like what was the last like best open world game like that? Because the Skyrim, Red Dead 2, Fallout 4 was decent, but I thought it was a bit.
It's not
Red
so
Dead
far from-
Yeah.
is really great, but I think the whole like it dies out so quick.
Very limiting as well. Like yeah, like oh great, you can see a horse's ball sack. Okay, all right, well give me something fun to do. No, it's great if you've already completed it and your saves haven't been deleted, then you can have a bit of fun. But like GTA 5, GTA is a bit of a weird one, because like all I do is like either drive really fast,
And crash your lamppost.
yeah, or drive really slow and just
Yeah,
do.
you try and stick to the rules, don't you? Because you
Yeah.
think, alright, where's like.
But then you just get fucking bored. You're just like, well, fuck this. I want a 5-star police chase.
Yeah, all you do is get in cheat codes
Yeah,
for like a couple hours and then you're done, right?
but cheat codes aren't even the same. They've ruined cheat codes.
Oh, yeah,
they're not
cheat
San Andreas.
Yeah, can you remember just like proper? I used to get a piece of paper and just like write down.
Yeah.
But then like I remember like all the time I'd get like one of the characters wrong, and it'd take me ages to go downstairs and fucking get back on the cheats. I go ask my dad if I can get. I don't know why I've got to ask my dad, but I go ask my dad if I can get these cheats. I had a Colin McRae game, you know, the rally driver.
Like dirt.
Yeah, but like one of the really old ones on PC. When we first got our computer, we got Splinter Cell, which is like one of my favourite games ever. Unreal, like all of them. We got a Colin McRae, just a standard rally driving game, and in the back of the case there was a number to ring for cheats. But I just ring it off a landline, and I'd be on hold for like 40 minutes, and it ended up being like £5 per minute. And like they won't even give you cheats; they just help you with the game. So my dad fucking kicked off, and like £200 phone call for them to say, "Just drive faster,
Go on, then.
just drive better, mate."
Buy a second version of the game. You
Yeah.
drive faster.
If you buy the new and improved one, then it makes you automatically good. That's another thing. The racing games aren't as good anymore.
No. Well, I haven't played one in a long time. I think last time I played was Dirt Showdown. That's
Yeah.
like I'm going.
That's decent. I liked.
I like one. If I think a racing game's got a good soundtrack.
Yeah,
then
yeah,
it's
you
gonna be
sound.
a good game.
I've got a PS2. I've got a PS2 and a PS4. Can't get a PS5 because they just don't exist. It's just a figment of everyone's
Do you
imagination.
remember Midnight Club? Or it's called?
Yeah, I was about to say,
That was
there's
sick.
Midnight Club LA I had, where it was Day and Night by Kid Cudi, that was the soundtrack. And the old Burnouts, where you had that crash
I
mode.
forgot about them. It was so fun.
Yeah, fucking unreal. And Need for Speed Underground 2 and stuff like that. I've got all those.
There's no word in new games. You can't smash things or too
Yeah.
serious.
Yeah,
I like Gran Turismo,
yeah, but
but it's a bit too serious sometimes.
yeah, it is a bit. And you can't like, there's no, Crash mode was unreal, man. On Burnout, that was like the only thing I liked to do. You just had to get the points, go and crash.
You have to cause a havoc, didn't you? On purpose.
Yeah, in like a set scenario, and you had to get like gold.
I was always obsessed with like ragdoll physics and shit.
Yeah.
Like, if a game had like ragdoll physics, it was so funny.
Yeah, it was the best when you've ever first discovered it ever.
What's
You're
that
like, fuck,
game I
this is
used to
fucking mint.
play at school, where you have to like draw that line.
Line rider.
Yeah,
Oh,
you remember
yeah,
that?
that was
You have to
good.
go down.
Cool
Yeah.
maths games and all
Cool
that.
maths game was good.
Yeah.
Do you-
I remember like playing like it's not known as like a great game, but like Spider-Man 3 game.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2 game was great, but Spider-Man 3 had ragdoll in it.
Yeah, that
And
was
I'd always
good.
go in the underground train stuff, get hit by trains, and Spider-Man would fucking flip out.
Yeah, it was
It's
unreal
hours
to be
of
fair.
fun doing that shit.
What's that game on computer? I've seen Grace still plays actually who plays it. BeamRG or whatever. That's a fucking good game. On a powerful computer, yours would be alright for it, but I've got a shit laptop in my bag. I just play football. Like I haven't used it. I bought it for uni. I haven't used it for anything else other than FM. Like it's not even closed now. Like it's just always on because I just don't use it.
Oh yeah, but when you do that, you've always got like a charger on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem with this. This computer, as I was saying, is sort of notoriously like it's a bit of a beast at times. But even when you buy it new, that battery's only 6 hours, which isn't great for a lot. Even
No, yeah, that's pretty bad.
So you have to have it pretty much plugged in all the time, which ruins the battery.
Yeah.
So now it only lasts like an hour and a half. So when I came here and I didn't have that, I was like, fuck Aaron, I don't know if we can do it. Luckily I got it in. So.
Yeah, that's decent to be fair.
And here we are. Still
Yeah.
38
Just
minutes.
chatted bollocks for 38 minutes.
That's alright. Yeah. Nah,
It's unusable content, all of it.
There's nothing much more I can like say these next few days.
Yeah.
I think I'm not going to talk to anybody for the next 2 days.
Yeah, just have a break, man. Fuck it. Just literally, just like.
I'm gonna go mute.
Yeah. It'd be alright, that, to be fair. I'd like to go mute for a bit. I think I like the sound of my voice a bit too much sometimes.
You
Nah.
think? You don't come across that.
No, I've only just met you two though. Like
Oh, so you're playing down.
a little bit, but like I do that thing where I just open my mouth and then whatever comes out comes out. Like now, I'm just speaking. I don't know what I'm gonna say next.
Words.
Potato. I don't know. I don't know.
That'll be the name of this version of the podcast, Potato.
Yeah, we could have. Actually, you could just have
That can be a spin-off.
the potato wrap up. That'd be quite cool. Just call it the bollocks.
Yeah, in my head, the wrap-up part, we have like drinks and crazy shit going on. But in reality, I'm
Yeah.
fucked in.
You just get 9 minutes so you can go back to bed.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna do that. I hate like we really tired midday and just go to sleep.
I don't mind a quick 20-minute nap, but
Have you drank all my water?
Look, I wake up at like.
Yep.
So good.
Is it yours? Oh, I didn't know. Sorry.
there's a weird glass on there. I don't know how long it's been
I just
there.
saw it at the corner of my eye. And I was like, oh, I'll have that for the first thing.
Yeah.
That's yours. And
Gonna pay me for that.
how much is it?
Pound.
Like about a pound. No, do it, Joey. I'll push it out.
Choking, you know. I can read that.
Also, Nando's, everything's microwave, man. Like every single thing,
Really?
apart from the chicken.
What's the big deal? I'm sure there's like when we go there, there's like people cooking in the kitchen.
Yeah, but like it's
The
just for
chicken-
show.
Is it for sure?
Yeah,
He's
it's
not
all an
actually-
act.
He's not actually eating
It's
that.
plastic
Yeah.
food.
Well, the chicken's cooked, but so every
Like all
morning.
the rice and all that kind of shit.
Yeah, mash is microwaved. Chips are fried, obviously, but it's just McCain home chips. It's literally all it is.
To be fair, I did think it had like a bit of like a taste I knew.
Yeah, it's familiar, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah, so it's pointless, but I'm just gonna take you through the day at Nando's. 'Cause not a lot of people know, right? So
No, I'm really interested.
you get in.
Nando's was a right thing.
It
back
was.
in college.
Yeah,
Nando's was the high.
yeah, it was. Yeah, butterfly chicken, man. That's all anyone ever got. It was unreal.
With that weird bread.
Yeah. We cook those in the morning. To be fair, that's actually one thing that's not microwave. Fucking frozen bread and you just cook it. You know, like Subway. I know it's not frozen. Is it frozen?
Yeah, it comes in. Yeah, it
In
comes
the little
in
strips. Yeah,
strips,
I've seen it as well. But you come in. So my most common shift was like a 10-5 or something.
What time does it actually open? Nando's at earliest.
11:30. But so you got someone you got a manager in from 8, you got staff in from 8, but then someone comes in to basically do everything that the manager and the staff should have done at 8, but they've just been sat down eating the Greggs. Like literally, that's all they've been doing. And then you've got to get the chicken. If it's a Saturday, man, fucking hell, the amount of fucking dead chickens I've seen is unreal. Like you've got to cook not just cook. You've got to bring about 20 full chickens upstairs from downstairs.
Live chickens.
Yeah. You got to literally breed them from an egg. You got to sit on them for a bit. and incubate them. It's hard work, man. You don't get paid enough. But yeah, you bring them upstairs, and you got to fucking crack it. Anyway, you cook about 400 pieces of chicken in total, and then you just put them into these drawers underneath the grill. Where you see the people cooking.
Yeah.
Like.
So they're not actually cooking.
Well, they've already cooked in the big fucking whack-off ovens at the back. Yeah, well, no, what they say to do it is for, so when you baste them, like, it tastes better. Like, when we went takeaway, I just threw all my food preparation models out the window. I was like, you want a wrap with fucking pineapple on it? This wrap is not going to survive to your house. Like, I'm just going to... It's not even going to be a wrap. It's going to be like a tortilla. Like, not a tortilla. It's obviously a tortilla. You know, one of those...
Calzone.
Yeah, fuck it. That's not what I was going to say, but yeah. It's close enough.
Great.
I want to know what it is now. Sorry. Quesadilla.
Alright.
Yeah, because it's flat and I ain't give a fuck. But I'm not showing off. I'm not being like, oh, I'm fucking hard as fuck. I make shit wraps. I just mean like, I just couldn't be arsed. And then literally everything else is just microwaved. Like the mash, man. It comes in these little like...
I was asking because like the staff in these places can't be arsed, and then people come in and think that we can be arsed, but we can't.
Yeah, we obviously don't want to cook for you. Like, oh, your food was shit. I'm sure it was. I'm glad it was. I made sure it was shit. And like, if somebody like had like a special order, I would just go to extremes with those orders. Like, oh, you want it well done?
Really well done.
Well,
yeah, doesn't exist anymore.
Office work as well, because I remember they was like, oh, but we're a family. It's like, I don't really.
So Nando's got this thing where we're a family. And
they always have a photo when you go to a bathroom, and they've got everyone like smiling.
Yeah, they got my Facebook profile picture on there.
Yeah.
Why have you got my profile? You didn't even ask. Like, you just got my Facebook profile picture near the toilets.
Everyone has to say, oh, we're a family. And then I remember working at my old job, I was like, not really.
Yeah, what am I, your fucking second removed distant cousin who you hate?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we're a family, but you're the worst dad ever. Yeah, so everyone at Nando's family, they're just called a Portuguese word for whatever role they are. So like it's fucking weird, man.
So stupid.
Yeah, like the business manager is called the patrão. Who gives a fuck what you call? Why have you gone to the extent? Yeah, and I'm like, so the low level staff like I was, because I was just part time. I was a Nandocker.
What is that?
That's
I don't know. Nando.
Nando.
Put that on your CV.
Yeah. And then the level above that, who got paid 10p more, were the people who trained. They were called buddies. So you just had buddies. And then you got managers. Apparently the Portuguese word for manager is manager. Manager. But yeah, it's fucking horrible, man.
Aron wants to go work in Nando's now.
Did you get like employee of the month?
I got employee of the month the first 2 months I worked there. But I think and I realised afterwards, like, oh, that's fucking sick. Like, yeah. And then every new starter gets employee of the month for 2 months. And I was like, oh, cheers.
You get like a send off at McDonald's. I got the smallest send off ever at Subway. It was just a little it was just basically people wrote stuff on the boards. Saying, goodbye. And I was like, alright, bye.
No, because I had an elaborate plan to leave Nando's. So I found out I'd got this new job on the Monday. I was working Monday, Wednesday, Friday or something. And I'm really good mates with one of the managers there. And he knew I was going, because I couldn't give notice, because this job said either start on next Monday or we can't really offer you. And I was like, yeah, that's fine, I don't need to give notice. I had to give 2 weeks notice. I didn't. We got really drunk the Thursday night. He was at my house. We were both working the next day. I said to him, I'm going to quit today, mate. And he was like, oh, okay, sound. So we had to like act out this scene for the camera where I was like, can we have a chat? And he was like, yeah, sure, what's up? And then like we walk over to the table, I just do this. I just put my head in my hands and I'd be like this. And we weren't saying anything, I was just like, and then I basically yeah, and like he had to pretend to be angry, because like I said, do whatever you want, mate. Slag me off the fuck, like to the head managers if you want.
Like audio on them, so
yeah,
we
were just
silent.
I think my attitude when I left Subway, I was like, "Fuck it, let's just mess around."
Yeah, exactly.
Take me out.
I want to make sure he didn't have a new job. He wants to leave, but he didn't have a new job yet. So I was like, I don't want you to get in trouble for like me quitting to you and you be knowing about it or whatever. So just slag me off the fuck to the head managers or whatever. I literally don't care about them. They ruined my life. Because I tried to quit before, right? I tried to quit over Christmas. And I said to him, like, I'm going home, so either give me unpaid leave for the next 4 months, basically, because I didn't expect him to say yeah, he did, or I'm quitting. And he basically said, like, oh no, we've still got the furlough system, so we'll just pay you. So I had 4 months off, basically, just paid when I tried to quit. So I was like, yeah, sound. And I came back and I was like, nah, that's it for me. It's just fast food, man. It's the heat as well in front of that stupid fire grill. It means nothing. Like it's only for the do you know when you go to Nando's you get that crisscross on the chicken.
Yeah.
That's what it's for.
So he's pre-cooked and you do that.
You do a nice little crisscross. If you don't get a perfect crisscross, to give it back.
Do you think some of the Nando's staff are quite liable to get but quite cocky?
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
A lot of them are like.
Yeah, especially the people who aren't just part time, like people who work there. They are quite cocky, to be fair.
It's one of those places, isn't it? Like,
yeah, it's because it's a level above Mackey's, but it's a level below every other job in the world. So you have that.
Yeah,
little...
it's still not a restaurant, is it? It's still.
They like to think they are. It's like this, but they've got fancy plates. Nicked a few plates actually. I got a few plates at home. I eat my fucking turkey dinosaurs off it.
It's no Brewers Fair, is it?
No.
The day this is another random story, but the day I was meant to I had a job interview for Sky, like just call handler or whatever, and I was on my way to the job. I got a call from someone who was recruiting for Nando's. I was on my way to a job and they were just like, "Oh, we've got an interview like for 10 if you want." I was like, "Yeah," and I just didn't show up to Sky. I had this interview. I was so confident I'd get it for some reason, and then they just kept ringing me every day, Sky, and I was like, "I'm not coming to work, mate. Get the hint." Like I was meant to start 3 weeks ago. Stop ringing me. I just started Nando's.
I hate when that happens. Like a recruiter rings you.
Yeah.
Like 3 weeks later, and you've moved on in your life.
Yeah.
They think you're just hanging around for them, don't they?
Yeah, they think like you're proper waiting. Like, oh, this is the only job I've applied for because I really want it. No, I've been on Indeed, mate, and I've.
Yeah, when people apply for jobs, they apply for like 5.
Yeah.
Like,
You know what, the job I've got now, I didn't even know what job I was starting because with the interview process, I basically applied for like 100, like work from home jobs. And then the interview for that is standard every time. Like, yeah, because I've got customer service experience, I've got sales experience, and you just blag your way through it. So when I started, I didn't even know what job I was starting for. Like, I was just like, yeah, sound, I'll just work here now. But yeah, I'd applied for at least 100, and I did get about 30 job offers, but they were all from those people that want you to work commission only. Do you know, those like, oh yeah, we'll give you 20 quid each day. I'm like, yeah, but I've got to call people and just ask them if they want a fucking bath or something. It's weird.
that sounds like a right job, actually.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Everyone needs a bath. I get 20 quid for it. It's sick. I'm tired.
Yeah, me too.
Should be done.
I think that's it. This is the last one, isn't it? I feel like I should say something to take us off air.
Goodbye. No.
I'm not that sort of person.
I'm not a fucking person. I'm fucking kiss.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah, cheers. Bye.
Right.
That's it.